What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Zach. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all mothers and to your children. I hope you know how blessed you are to have your moms. But also, I want to say a very special Happy Mother's Day to my mother. That's been there for me through hell and back. Meaning through all the surgeries I've been through, because I've had hip surgery, hamstring surgery. I had one wrist surgery. Then I had one spine surgery. That was when I was born, to close the spine up on my back. And that's what Spina Bifida is, or at least my level 1, Spina Bifida. I was born with an open spot on my back that had to be closed up. But with that said, with all that said, my mother's been one that's been there with me through hell and back. And has it been fun? No. Nothing about it is fun. When you go through tons of surgeries, or it feels like a ton, just from all I've been through, it feels like it's been a ton. But no matter what I've been through, whether, it could even be someone that was picking on me, and I'll just say this: she never put up with it. If someone was giving me rough times and she knew about it, no, she was not happy. I'll put it that way. That's just putting it nicely. But with that said, I still want to say thank you to my mother, and I hope I hope you see this. But I want to say thank you again to my mother for all that you've done, for all that you do, and still do, for all the times that you've been there for me, and you've been there for me since day one. You've been there for me through hell and back. And like I said, I know there's some days that you and I don't, Mom and I don't see eye to eye on things. I think that's normal, for kids and parents, or, to not see eye to eye on things. But no matter what, you've had my back. You've been there for me through hell and back. I could go on and on for years. I could go on and on. But I tell you what, for the mom that I have, I was blessed with one of the best moms that could ever be. And I thank God every day that I have my mom that loves me, has my back every day, and goes through hell and back with me on any situation that I go through. No matter what, like I said, we may not see eye to eye. And we have our disagreements, but when all said and done, that woman, my mother, always has my back. So that's what I'm telling you. Also, to anyone that watches this, you may not see eye to eye with your mom on many things. That's understandable. But always show your mom that you love her and cherish every second that you get with your mom. Because tomorrow, even 5 minutes from now, is not promised for anyone. So, if you're one of those that's, treated your mom wrong, or, maybe you don't talk to your mom, you don't see eye to eye with your mom, I suggest and recommend that you mend those fences and talk to your mom. She's the only mom you got. And, like I said, I lost my dad February 6th, 2019 from a massive heart attack. And I've had my mom with me ever since day one I was born. She's been like my backbone and watched everything that I went through. She's been right there with me, no matter what. Sometimes people, and I've noticed this, sometimes people take things for granted. And guess what? When someone passes away, there's no mending those fences. There's no, oh, I'm sorry, that this happened or that happened. No. So, with that said, be proud of your mom. Be proud of, of who she is and all that she's done for you and does for you. And, I know there's probably a lot of people out there right now, or a lot of individuals that may not have your mom. And with that said, my heart goes out to you. But with that said, also, if you still have your mom, love that woman. Cherish every second that you have with that person. Believe it or not, your mom is your best friend. I know some people might see something differently than others, but you know what? Like I said, your mom is your best friend. Yeah, you might get into it with your mom, Matt. And have those arguments. That's 100% understandable. I mean, I have arguments or disagreements with my mom as well, but that doesn't mean that I won't stick up for that person. I will stick up for my mother through anything. She went through hell for me. She went she saw me go through hell, and she's been right there with me every step of the way. Now, you know what? I can't say that about every mom, but I can definitely say that about mine. And, you know, like I said, we don't see eye to eye sometimes, but when push comes to shove, and whatever battle that I have to face or that I face, guess what? She's right there behind me, ready to go and help me through whatever that is that I have to, you know, that I'm fighting. You know, as you saw many times that I posted when I've been in the hospital, and it's almost every time I've been in the hospital just with a UTI infection. And I'm usually out of the hospital in about 2 or 3 days. And then, again, if you go back and look at one of my last YouTube videos from when I was in the hospital, you'll see that I had pneumonia. And I was in the hospital for a week on oxygen. You know, I had an oxygen mask, and I was on breathing treatments. That whole week, my mother stood right by my side, as she always has, stood by my side. And you know what? I can be more proud than I am right now to have the best mom that I have. You know, like I said, you're going to go through ups and downs. You're going to go through arguments, in other words. But you know what? Even though you don't see eye to eye with your mom, I promise you, that woman, that mom, your mom, she'll always go back for you. She'll always be there to help you push through whatever it is that you go through. Your mom's always got your back. Just trust me on that one. That I know for a fact. So, with that said, again, I know, like I said, I know you might have disagreements, but I want you to realize, again, that your mom always will have your back. You might have different, disagreements, but they will always have your back. No matter what you go through, they have your back. And I know it seems like I'm yelling right now because you hear the mower in the background. That's why. If I seem like I'm yelling, that's why. But keep being you. Keep smiling. And always tell your mom how much you love her and how much she means to you. Because like I said, tomorrow is never promised. So keep being you. Keep smiling. And again, if you comment and I see that you have a YouTube channel, I will subscribe to your YouTube channel. And yes, I am making this a working, paying job. Because again, I love I love to help people, and that's how I was born and raised. I went through hell, just like I've told you, many times what I went through. But that's what I went through. That's not who I am. I'm one of those that if you have my back, I'm going to have your back. And my mother's one that has always, and still today, has my back. So, again, if you still have your mother around, if she is still here, love your mom. And like I said, I know disagreements happen, but I promise you, your mom will go to bat for you and make sure that you are protected. I promise you that. Like I said, I can't say all moms are like that, but at least I know my mother's like that. And when I've been through hell, she's been right there walking right through hell with me. So with that said again, keep being you. And let nothing or no one hold you back. Again, yes, I am making this a working, paying job. Because again, I love to help people. And also, that's also how I was raised. But that's how I was born and raised. And you know what? I still love every second I have being able to be here on YouTube. And when you've got that, you've got a mom that supports you, and you got a lot of people behind you as well, that really means a lot. So again, if you have a mom, your mom is still here, love your mom, because I promise you, she's the only mom you got. Like I said, when I lost my dad February 6, 2019 from a massive heart attack, and I'll be honest with you, I'll be 100% honest with you. Yes, it scares me. Because that's the only mom I've got, and that's my, that's the mom I've got, and she's been there for me through hell and back, and that scares me, So with that said, keep being you. Let nothing hold you back. Again, if there's anything that you would like to hear, especially if it'll help you, or if it'll help you or help somebody that you know, I'm all about it. I'm all about helping people. Because when I help people, I'm all for it. That's how I was raised. And that's all I'm always going to be. So keep going. Keep being you. Keep smiling. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I love you. And let's get it.